Hi children, this is Miss Yasmin. The lesson we are going to do today is in your pupils book, page number 74. Now we are doing the end, no? This is at the end of this page. You know we did the above work on Monday with the Zoom call, and I sent a voice clip also because there were a lot of children who didn't join the Zoom call. So now we are going to start from the latter part, no? From C. So today we are going to learn about opposites. We are going to learn about opposites. Right now let's see what they tell us about this lesson. The opposite of something is the thing that is most different. Some words just add "un" to make the opposite, no? So what are they saying? The opposite of something is something that is most different, okay? And what are they telling us? That some words we have to just to add "un" to make the opposite, okay? Let's see. Happy, unhappy. Can you see? Happy, the opposite of happy is unhappy. Can you see? To make this word opposite, they have used "un", no? They have used the sound unhappy. So this is the opposite of happy and unhappy. Okay. Now go to page number 75. Let's see. Write the opposite of each of these words. Use the word box to help you. So they want us to match with the opposite word, and they have given us the opposites in the word box. So the 5 words that they have given us is tidy, happy, lock, roll and tie. Okay. So they have given us the answers in the word box. Let's see what the words are. Unhappy, unroll, unlock, untidy and untie. Okay. So you can match the opposite words with a line. Okay. You can match the opposite words with a line. Tidy. What is the opposite word for tidy? It's untidy, no? Untidy, tidy, untidy. Then happy. The opposite word for happy is unhappy. Right? You can match it with a line. Then lock. The opposite word for lock is unlock. Then roll. What is the opposite for roll? Unroll. And then the 5th one, tie. What is the opposite of tie? It's untie. Okay. So you can see these are the opposites. So these you have to study, no? You have to learn these words, these opposite words. Okay. Now let's go to B. Before we go to B, let's see, they have given us a small note. You can add "un" to lots of different words to make the opposite. So what are they telling us? That we can use this word "un", no? "Un" to a lot of different words to make the opposite. Okay. Now let's see what they want us to do. Write "un" word for each picture. So they are saying write "un", no? UN. The sound is "un". Okay. So the first picture, what can we write? We can write unwrap. Unwrap. So you can write the word below the picture. Then the second picture, what can it be? We can write unpack. Have you heard this word unpack? That means you're removing the things from, it can be a bag, it can be anything, you're removing. So you're unpacking, no? You're removing the things. Okay. Now we'll go to the other section of the last part of the lesson. Right. Exclamation mark. Right. Punctuation, exclamation mark. Now we have done this, children, in our previous lessons. Okay. Let's see. All sentences begin with a capital letter. That you know, children, all sentences have to start with a capital letter. Telling sentence ends with a full stop. That also you know, if it's a telling sentence, we end it with a full stop. Asking sentences end with a question mark. So if there's a sentence that is asking you something, asking you a question, you have to end it with a question mark. So I hope you know these signs. Okay. Some sentences show people are shouting, surprised or cross. Now you know, when I say cross, you know the meaning of cross. It's angry, no? Another word for cross, you can say angry, right? So let's see. Here I am. Can you see when he's shouting, you can put an exclamation mark at the end. So that means saying here I am. Then the second one, surprised. When he's surprised also, Like this sentence says, selling Daisy the cow? No, he's surprised. So there is an exclamation mark. Go to bed. So the mother says, go to bed, no, with a harsh voice because she is cross or she is angry. So you can see where the exclamation mark comes. These sentences are exclamations. They end with an exclamation mark, like I explained to you before, that when a person is shouting, surprised or cross, these sentences can end with an exclamation mark, no, so that the people who are reading it know, no, this person is surprised or shouting or angry. So at the end it has to be with an exclamation mark. So you know what the exclamation mark is, right? Okay, so this is an exclamation mark. Can you see at the end of all the sentences in red there is an exclamation mark, a line and a dot, right? Okay, now let's go to the last part of this page. Okay, read Jack and the Special Beans again on page number 72 and 73. So they want you to read the story again on page 72 and 73. So children, I hope you have read this story. If you can't read it, please tell your mama or someone to read it for you, so that you will understand the story. So like I told you, this lesson is all on comprehension. Comprehension is, they give us, this time they have given us a story and then they are asking us questions. Now can we answer the question if we don't know the story? We can't, isn't it? So you have to read the story well to understand and to answer these questions. Okay, right. So it says, read Jack and the Special Beans again on page 72 and 73. Okay, now let's see the first question. Find a telling sentence. They want us to find a telling sentence, right? Now you know what a telling sentence is. A telling sentence ends with a what? It ends with a full stop. No, it ends with a full stop. So there are many sentences here with a full stop. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Like the first one, a telling sentence, you can write, I don't want to, but we need food. No, you can see in that sentence there is a full stop. Then the second one, find an asking sentence. Find an asking sentence. Now that's easy. No, you know in asking sentence at the end you get a question mark. No, you get a question mark. That also I can see. That's the first line. Can you see, Jack, Jack, where are you? So that is also an asking sentence. No, so there are many in this story. So I'm just giving an example. You can write what you want. Then find an exclamation. Find a sentence with an exclamation. That also I can see. That also there are many. So you can, okay, I'll just give an example in the first scene. Sell Daisy the cow. That sentence has an exclamation mark. Okay, children. So this is a lesson for today. You seen that we learned about the opposite words, how we make opposite words. Sometimes you only have to write the word un, no, un, the two words un makes a sound un. And then what is the other part that we learned about? Exclamation marks, no, where we put an exclamation mark during what, I mean when a person is shouting, surprised or cross or angry, you can add an exclamation mark. Okay, children, so this work you can do in this book itself. So do it neatly, please. So the last part of this, to write a sentence, if you can, you draw a line under each of these sentences and you can write the answer. Okay, children, this is the work for today. Till I connect with you next. Bye.